Hello.
All right.
Welcome to the pod.
Welcome to the
everybody.
pod.
Welcome to Tea with the Beaver. Wait, we'll wait for I guess.
Esther.
Do you want to come say welcome to the podcast?
Here we go. We've got our intro specialist on her way.
With her.
My podcast, 3T Adult Parrot.
Oh, you gotta say
Tea with the Beavers. Welcome to Tea with the Beavers.
Materials and 3T Adult Parrot.
Good job. Thank you. Wow. That's my favorite host right there.
As she said,
This
welcome to Tea with the Beavers, where we drink tea and we don't spill it.
We're on episode 8, working towards number 10.
Yeah. Oh my word.
Slowly.
Be fun to have our first guest on episode 10.
Our first guest will be our little sweetheart over there.
That'd be fun. Well, I mean, she's already made a guest appearance multiple times. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
hardly think she counts anymore.
Oh, she counts. That's what the people are waiting for, but we've got to hold it back from them until the correct timing.
Yeah.
We're
drinking tea.
And we're not
as
spilling
per
it.
usual. This is Home and Hearth Tisane tea, I think is how it's pronounced. Tisane. Or Tisane if you're
Tisane.
American.
I'm going to say Tisane.
Anyways,
Good.
it's like a chamomile, cardamom, hibiscus, licorice, alfalfa, raspberry leaf, rose petals, cinnamon, ginger, cloves, black peppercorns.
Did you say alfalfa?
Linden. Yes. It has horse food in here.
Delicious. This is really good tea.
It
Definitely recommend.
It's like it's kind of medicinal, but it has so many other things going into it. Like it's a medicinal spice tea, I would say.
Yeah.
It's very
drink
good.
That
Yeah.
often.
Yeah.
Hearth and Home.
Hearth and Home.
Or Home and Hearth.
Hearth. My mom got it as a gift from somebody and she said we could use it. So
Right. Perfect.
that's what we're doing.
So today.
Yes. Tell the people what we're doing. You don't have to tell me.
Fine.
I already know.
I mean, it was kind of your idea. Today, we're going to be talking about the history, or the believed history, of a few different nursery rhymes.
Which sounds boring, but hear me out.
There's some interesting stuff in there.
Nursery rhyme history is weird.
Crime, politics, plagues, death, more death.
Lots of beheading. Lots of church politics have gone into nursery rhymes, weirdly enough.
That's true.
Like Queen Mary seems
pirates.
to make it into quite a few.
Is that the Mary, Mary, quite contrary?
Yeah. And like, I think Three Blind Mice is about her persecuting Protestants.
We'll get into nursery rhymes later. We're not going to cover all of them. We've only got 4 picked out, but we had a little bit of fun researching which ones we found most interesting.
Most intriguing.
Yeah. Anyway.
You want to do the first one or do you want me to?
I can do the first one.
The first one kind of also includes the introduction, so I figured that could kind of go along with.
Yeah. Yeah, so this first one is a little bit easy. I'm sure most of you already have your ideas, but maybe you'll learn a little bit more here.
This is the most, like, the one where everyone
is like, did you know?
Did you know that this one has this weird history?
Anyway,
like, yeah, we do.
Let's start with the rhyme that's haunted schoolyards for centuries. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes. We all fall down.
Everybody at home, sing along.
Yep, sing along. This sing-song verse is often linked to one of the darkest periods in European history, the Black Plague.
Dun, dun, dun.
The theory goes like this. Ring around the rosy refers to a circular rash caused by the bubonic plague.
Gross.
Then we've got pocket full of posies, were flowers that people carried in their pockets to ward off the stench of death and supposedly the disease itself.
Which
So apparently,
Not how the bubonic plague works,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Fleas do not care about flowers.
as long as you didn't smell death, you wouldn't experience death.
I wish that logic applied to a lot of things in life.
Right? Yeah. Then we've got ashes. So some people think it might be a corruption of a tissue, mimicking sneezing or another symptom.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be referring to the cremation of bodies. That's the one that I heard growing up, is that it was cremation, which morbid.
Yeah, very
and
morbid.
then we've got we all fall down, of course, death. It's a chilling.
I hesitate to say.
Right? Yeah, we all know that part. It's a chilling interpretation of what seems like a harmless children's game. However, scholars are divided. Here's the little twist. The printed version of this rhyme didn't appear until the late 19th century. Now, this was...
That's the 1800s, right?
Yeah.
It always confused me growing up in school. Having the centuries be the 19th century, but it was actually the 1800s.
Anyway, all that is to say is that is centuries after the height of the plague. So, I mean, that could mean that there's a connection.
When was the bubonic plague? Was that like during the 1400s?
It was like the 13, 14, something like that.
Okay.
I
again, could be wildly wrong. I'm not up on my history with the bubonic plague.
With that said, some historians believe that there's really no connection to the bubonic plague at all. Like, it was kind of a just nonsense rhyme. But also it may have retroactively connected to the plague by people who love to have grim stories. So people later on like, learn about it, and then they're like,
the Grimm brothers.
Right.
The Brothers Grimm, I should say.
Anyways, regardless of its origins, it remains a staple of childhood, one that ends fittingly with everyone collapsing to the ground, dead.
Dying, yes.
All right.
Which our daughter Esther, she loves doing this.
She likes the falling down one
with her cousins, and I'm just like, I don't know, should I support this? Later, I'm gonna teach her about it in history when she's like a early teenager, and she'll be like, "What?"
Let's go ahead and move on to another familiar figure, one who didn't survive his fall either.
That was a very good what is it, segue? Is that the word?
Yeah, segue.
Dun dun dun. Okay, so the second one is Humpty Dumpty, which Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again, etc.
The big egg man.
Yeah. Most of us picture a plump egg with a face, legs, and a slightly panicked expression.
Told you.
But the rhyme never actually mentions an egg. That image came later, most famously from Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass, where illustrator John Tenniel drew Humpty Dumpty as a giant anthropomorphic egg.
Thanks, John.
There's a word, anthropomorphic.
It's a good word.
Woof.
It's a good 10-cent word.
Originally, Humpty Dumpty may have been something else entirely. One theory...
A cat.
No. It says he was a cannon used during the English Civil War.
Close.
In the 1640s, during the siege of Colchester, a large cannon nicknamed Humpty Dumpty was positioned on the town walls. When enemy fire destroyed the wall beneath it, the cannon fell and broke apart. All the king's horses and all the king's men, meaning the royalist troops, couldn't lift or repair it. So that's one.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. I like that. I like that one. Not as dark as our friend Ring Around the Rosie.
Yeah, I'm regretting how dramatic I read that. Yeah.
Another interpretation.
Hopefully I didn't scare the children.
Oh, okay. So another interpretation casts Humpty Dumpty as a metaphor for fallen power. Perhaps King Richard III or King Charles I, whose downfall couldn't be reversed even with all the king's might. Whoever or whatever Humpty Dumpty was, he didn't get back up.
Poor guy.
And like many nursery rhymes, his story ends in irreversible ruin.
And that's why we choose Life Alert.
Wouldn't that be funny if we had an ad break right now?
It'd be great. Life Alert, you could sponsor us.
Hit us up. We are desperate for money.
We're close to having 20 subscribers, so
So we're basically famous.
Basically famous. Now, some of those are probably... I don't know if there's anyone that we don't know that's subscribed.
Now,
recently.
so this is back to the Humpty Dumpty thing.
Oh, sorry, right, on topic.
On topic. I know, sorry. I just wanted to say this before I forgot. My sister brought up a different theory that I had never heard about Humpty Dumpty, where supposedly it was a child of royalty who fell down and wasn't quite right in the head afterwards.
That makes sense too.
So I was like, I've never heard that theory before, but that also would go, especially if it was a boy, because they're all about heirs and stuff.
Funny you should mention that. And speaking of children falling,
I didn't even realize. What a good segue. We're so good at this.
Is our third nursery rhyme we're going to talk about a little bit. Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will roar.
Down will come baby, cradle and all. I always thought this was weird for a lullaby / nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
Why would you sing this to your children?
And not only that, it's one that a lot of people, including us, use to soothe infants, the smallest of children.
I know. I'm think about their poor impressionable brains. Just
yeah. I mean,
if my cradle rocks, I'm gonna plummet to my death. What were we teaching them?
So there's a couple of interesting origin theories on this. The first one we're going to talk about is the theory that this comes from colonial America. Some believe it was inspired by the observation of Native American mothers who would secure their babies in cradle boards and hang them from trees, letting the wind rock them to sleep. Which sounds really nice because, when you get really fed up with a kid and it just won't go to bed, you can just go tie them up in a tree.
Looking over the baby monitor where my child is currently screaming.
I don't know. He doesn't have the marker anymore that he's screaming. Maybe he's asleep. Yeah, we'll check him on that in a little bit.
He's probably fine.
So while the children were getting rocked to sleep by the gentle breeze, there's a storm that comes up and the wind would turn violent and the boughs would break and the cradle could and sometimes did fall. Now, another theory, which is also interesting, suggests the rhyme was political satire. In 1688, King James II of England had a son, James Francis Edward Stuart, mouthful, whom many Protestants believed was not actually his child, but a smuggled infant passed off as a royal in order to continue a Catholic line. Excuse me.
Man, the things that royal families did to try to... My word.
Yeah. According to this theory, the cradle in the tree represents the throne and the falling baby symbolizes the fall of the monarchy. Like many nursery rhymes, it might be about power, loss, and political fear wrapped in a soft, soothing melody. Now, even though nobody's entirely sure where it came from, Rockabye Baby is still one of the most widely used, widely sung lullabies in all of English literature.
Even though it's horrible.
The whole English-speaking world, really. And that's just proof that even the darkest lyrics can be made gentle by tone. I mean, how many random songs on the radio do you hear that just have horrible lyrics, but they're really catchy?
Well, and I was thinking too, this can be flipped also because there's so many horror movies and I don't watch horror movies just to get that out in there, but I've seen trailers on YouTube movies and stuff where they use a lullaby.
Oh yeah.
And they slow it down and make it creepy. And I'm just this is probably where they come from, is they hear all these creepy backstories to these nursery rhymes and they're cool, let's use that in our film.
No thank you.
Yeah,
we're totally gonna run out of script quickly.
That's fine.
Because we're already on to the fourth one.
Yeah. Well, we could always look up more.
This one's going to be pretty interesting. I like this one.
Yeah, this one was an interesting one for me too. Okay, so this one is for Sing a Song of Sixpence, which is not a super well-known one, unlike Rockabye Baby or Humpty Dumpty.
Ring Around the Rosie.
Ring Around the Rosie. Those are all pretty well-known. Sing a Song of Sixpence is a little bit more... What is the word I'm looking for?
Obscure?
Obscure. Thank you. Yes.
I win. I'm good at this.
There we go. Reading my mind, babe. Okay, so Sing a Song of Sixpence.
Pocket full of rye.
4 and 20 blackbirds.
Baked into a pie.
When the pie was open.
Everybody cried.
No, the birds began to sing.
Okay.
Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king?
Dainty.
What a strange
It's very
image.
dainty.
Birds cooked alive, erupting in song as a king dines. It turns out this rhyme might be based on a real form of medieval entertainment. In grand banquets, cooks would bake a pie shell, hollow and sturdy, and stuff it with live birds or frogs. Oh no!
That is so cool.
I
I wonder if there was
imagine.
contests between chefs, like how many birds can you fit in this pie?
Here's how I imagine it going down. Okay, the crust
What
is
flavor of pie?
the crust is already
Bro.
cooked,
Mhm.
and they would
Right,
just
yeah.
like put the birds in, and then like
Yeah,
put
yeah,
the
yeah.
topping over the top, and then they would like crack it open, and then
And then birds, magical.
because
Wow.
obviously you couldn't cook a pie around and the birds
Well,
would still be
I mean,
alive. Not happening.
I feel like we should test this a little bit. Sure, we can find a chicken around here somewhere.
When cut open, the creatures would burst out, much to the shock and delight of the guests.
Delight. That sounds freaky.
So yes, the blackbirds in the pie may have actually happened. A pocketful of rye, of course, could refer to a grain, a food staple, or a gift. Others speculate it might symbolize wealth or a bribe, possibly even poisoned grain.
Ooh.
Dun dun
Poison.
dun. Some interpretations cast the whole rhyme as satirical political commentary. This happens with a lot of nursery rhymes, I feel like. They're like, it's about politics.
It's actually about this one king.
Perhaps a nod to the lavish wastefulness of royalty, or a commentary on class disparity. The king feasts on spectacle while the queen eats simple bread and honey.
Oh, the poor queen.
The closing line of the lesser-known stanza makes it even darker. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes, when down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose.
Ouch.
Yeah. Whether it's just mischief or metaphor, there's an undeniable tone of chaos beneath the rhyme's cheery rhythm. Some even link this rhyme to pirates, believing it was used as a coded recruitment song, sixpence being pay, blackbirds being a new crew. And I heard
This
it was
is my favorite theory.
Yeah, and it was specifically for the pirate Blackbeard, because he was known as the king of the pirates. And so he would be the
Of course, yeah. He gets way too much credit.
It's a stretch, but not the strangest theory out there. What we know is this: the rhyme has survived for centuries, and much like the pie, it still manages to surprise us when opened. Wow. Do you want to do the outro, or do you want me to?
Are we doing the outro already? We've only been going 20 minutes.
That's true. I feel
We
like we
talk
should look
too
up
fast.
a couple more. Why don't you find a couple more? We'll cut here, come back.
You'll go get the baby.
I'll go get the baby, try to calm him down a little bit. He's probably fine. I'm just gonna, get him to sleep out there.
Okay. All right. And we're back after a nice little 10-minute break. Little interlude, and look what we found. Is chocolate. I like chocolate.
It's the Dubai chocolate.
It's Dubai chocolate. Yeah. I bought you
Which is,
some.
like, way blown out of proportion. It's good.
It's
not. There were people on TikTok and stuff who are buying these for $30 a pack.
I want a piece.
The things people do for viral.
I want to be
things.
viral.
Well, yeah,
Like
but I mean,
a disease.
maybe don't
I can't open.
I tried to one-handed. It's not working. That's why I said I was going to finish my tea first, and then... Did you crush it?
The golden ticket.
It's just chocolate. That didn't work well.
That's fine.
Let me just...
I like chocolate.
This is still tea with the beavers, by the way. We're just wanting chocolate.
This is Chocolate with the Beavers, the podcast where we drink chocolate and don't spill it.
Right.
We've got a couple more things to cover, but I really wanted a bite of chocolate.
Oh, great. He said it too loud. Now our child's going to want some.
That's okay. Oh, wow. That's squishy. Oh, yum. Okay. Here. Here's
Okay,
yours.
Bring that over to your show.
Bite?
Wow, that is way thicker than the last one you got.
Take a bite. I take a bite. I think Dubai does not quite taste like that.
It doesn't. I've been there.
Thing is a bit more dusty. Speaking of dusty, let's move on to our next segment. It's actually not dusty at all. The next one is Three Blind Mice.
Yeah, how was that dusty?
I was going to start with the last one first, and then I put this one first because I can't read. Anyway.
Well, whatever.
Y'all know it. Three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as Three Blind Mice?
Yeah, which is also a little gruesome for a child.
Oh, it gets bad. It gets bad. This one starts strange and ends downright brutal. Three blind mice chasing a farmer's wife only to get their tails chopped off. Not exactly what we'd consider bedtime material for our kids.
No.
But, like many rhymes, this one is rooted in Tudor-era England. Thanks, England.
We love Tudor-era England.
I mean, Tudor-style homes are like my favorite.
They're really beautiful.
They're so pretty. Anyway.
Politics, however, that was going on in Tudor England.
Yeah.
Less so.
Going to Queen Mary the First. So popular.
Yeah, because she killed everyone who opposed her. Of course,
Yeah.
She was popular.
So the farmer's wife, of course, is believed to be Queen Mary the First.
There she is.
And the Three Blind Mice, allegedly, they represented 3 Protestant noblemen who conspired against her, being Hugh Latimer, Nicholas Ridley, and Thomas Cranmer. Can I have another bite? I'll go.
Love it too.
Chewy.
Yeah.
They were blind in their religious beliefs as the Catholic perspective would have seen it. Of course, in reality, they didn't have tails, and therefore their tails could not be cut off. Rather, their lives were cut off. But the rhyme may have softened the violence for oral transmission.
Yeah.
It's a short, simple verse, but it captures the brutality of an age where politics, religion, and death danced hand in hand. Anyway, that lady.
She's a troublemaker, man.
I know, right?
She killed so many people. I mean, there's a reason why she was known as Bloody Mary.
And you know where it got her?
Not
She's
right
dead. She's dead. Anyway, what's more chilling than imagining children chanting a rhyme that subtly memorializes a queen's execution spree? Thank you for your help there.
You're so welcome.
I appreciate it.
It'll be your turn in a little bit, probably.
There you go.
All right. And finally, for our last one, we have London Bridge is falling down.
Classic.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Few nursery rhymes are as familiar or as strangely repetitive as this one. The melody feels endless, circling back again and again as children join hands and fall into giggling heaps.
Esther loves this one.
She does. Well, and her grandma does do very well.
She does.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. But the history behind this rhyme, it's less a game and more a funeral dirge for infrastructure.
Allegedly.
The original London Bridge was built by the Romans. Over the centuries, it fell, burned, collapsed, and was rebuilt dozens of times.
Which, ship of Theseus moment right there. Continue.
A what of a what moment?
The ship of Theseus. You start with a ship.
Uh-huh.
Over time, age, decay, rot, wars, battles, all of that happens, constantly repairing it. At some point, there's none of the original left over.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same ship anymore, is it?
Oh, okay. All right.
Continue. Ship of Theseus moments with Heath. With Mr. Beaver.
The original London Bridge was built by the Romans. Over the centuries, Okay, I already read that part.
Fell, burned,
collapsed and was rebuilt dozens of times. Okay.
Yeah.
Viking raids, fires, rot, and sheer wear and tear plagued its lifespan. The idea that London Bridge is falling down wasn't metaphorical, it was literal. The repeated line, "My fair lady," has several possible interpretations. Some say it refers to Queen Eleanor of Provence, who owned the bridge's tolls in the 13th century.
Good for her.
Others claim it's the Virgin Mary, to whom an earlier chapel on the bridge was dedicated.
Good for her.
Or possibly Anne Boleyn, who was executed not far from the Tower of London within sight of the bridge.
Not as good for her.
Yeah. I've also heard Lady Jane Grey, who was beheaded in the Tower of London.
Yeah. Not very healthy for your lifespan to be executed.
Yeah, it kind of
cuts you short. Continue.
Do you need a moment?
I need more tea.
With beavers. We drink tea, don't spill it.
That's right. I have drunk with my tea.
But here's the darkest theory.
I like this one.
That the original bridge's stability was ensured by human sacrifice.
I shouldn't say I like this one.
I was gonna say.
It's morbidly
interesting. Yeah, yes. Okay. According to some legends, children, or other innocents,
yes,
were buried alive in the foundations to appease spirits and keep the bridge from falling.
Mm-hmm.
These foundations sacrificed are whispered about in European folklore, and some believe London Bridge is an echo of those rituals. That the chant itself is a kind of memorial to the blood beneath the stone. Today, of course, the old bridge no longer exists. It was sold, stone by stone, and reconstructed in Lake Havasu, Arizona?
Havasaw.
Okay, in the 1960s.
I don't know if that's right, but I'm going to be confident about it.
So yes, London Bridge did fall down. It just got rebuilt across an ocean.
I want to go visit that. We should go visit London Bridge in Arizona.
In Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to visit the new London Bridge that's in London, but, neither here nor there.
Well,
Arizona would be way more within our price limit. So there you have it. 4 nursery rhymes and 6 nursery rhymes.
We added more because it was too
Let me restart. And so there you have it. 6 nursery rhymes and 6 unsettling glimpses into the past. From plague to cannons, monarchs to falling infants and birds that explode from pies. Also, beheadings and crashing towers and
bridges too.
Blind mice who were actually innocent Protestants killed by
that didn't
Bloody
have
Mary.
tails after all.
These verses remind us that the line between childhood charm and historical horror is surprisingly thin. They are not just simple songs, they're cultural fossils, layered with fear, satire, mystery, and survival. They've been whispered, shouted, and sung for generations, evolving with every voice that carries them. So, the next time you catch yourself humming a lullaby or reciting a playground chant, remember these rhythms have roots. And those roots often stretch deeper and darker than we think.
Dun, dun, dun.
I feel like I've done that like 5 times. It's like with everything.
There's a lot of dramatic pauses.
Dramatic
to
pauses.
this script. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to figure out like some dramatic background music to play at some points.
I'm sure there's
I'm
like,
sure we could get some.
what is it called when you use music that doesn't have a license-free music? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Copyright free.
Copyright free, that's what I was thinking of. Copyright free music in the background.
Yeah. I mean, we could put some on here. I'm not going to because that's a lot of work.
Yeah. With
And
what time? You have
I'm
a full-time
lazy.
job.
I do.
That was fun though. I like
Yeah.
talking about history stuff, and especially stuff that like you don't expect to be as interesting as it actually is. Like nursery rhymes. You just say them, you don't really even think about them.
Yeah. And now we've cursed everybody else to think about them.
Now you're gonna think about them. And you're gonna
And
go
You
listen
might
to
not
other
sing them.
nursery rhymes, and you're gonna think about those, and then you're never gonna sing Rockabye Baby to your kids ever again because it's morbid.
I mean, the London Bridge theory, the one with the, child
Innocent children
sacrifices, that
slaughtered.
one's a little
My word.
bit much for me, personally.
Those poor kiddos.
Yeah. If it was true.
Hopefully
Allegedly.
it's not true, and it's just one of those things that
Yeah, kids are
Yeah.
supposed to be sweeping chimneys, not being sacrificed to keep a bridge up.
put the children back in the mines. Let them live.
Yeah. They yearn for the mines.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a random history podcast with the Beavers.
Beavers.
But yeah, again, let us know. We're always on the lookout for more podcast ideas. And
We've got
so-
a few in the queue.
Yes, we do. But it's
But
never, we can never have too many, because it's nice to be able to kind of pick and choose instead of being like, well, we have 3 choices left. Which one do you want to do this week?
Yeah. And as
So.
we get our repertoire more advanced, hopefully we'll see some more interesting concepts come through the deluge of content we will provide.
Yes.
I'm using as many big words as I can to
Sound smart.
sound smart and prove to myself that I can say big words without messing them up. It's only when I try that I have difficulty.
Well, I have this thing where I look at a word that's like, I see this word every day
Mm-hmm.
and I read it multiple times, but like the word 7, if you look at it enough, it starts looking weird.
Sven.
It's like, why does it look wrong? Like it's spelled wrong.
Oh, the one that gets me is offer.
Offer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Well, there's so many words like that. They're just like,
It's
like, what was it the other day? That was like,
T.
no, it wasn't T. It was a different word that was like,
Tuberculosis.
the longer I looked at it, the weirder I was like, am I spelling this right?
Monologue.
No. I mean, those ones aren't spelled correctly.
Yeah.
It should just be LOG at the end of monologue. I don't care what they say.
Yeah. Ultramicroscopic. Pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
Phosphonous nihil purification.
Yeah. Mine is better. Mine is a disease of the lungs caused by volcanic ash.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what yours is. Anyway, this has been Tea with the Beavers, the podcast where we have drunketh our tea
And we have not spelt it.
today. Goodbye.